Okay, hello there. Well, miss, thank you very much for watching this video. And well, what I am going to talk to you today is about the video that I have watched related to transplant and how this process have changed through the years and how important and relevant is for us currently or nowadays. Well, let me tell you, or let me start by saying that in the past few weeks, I was watching the news and I saw a, um, a very specific situation with a guy. He was in coma and he needed a transplant. Unfortunately, he wasn't vaccinated because he didn't believe in this kind of things. And at the end of the day, it was a huge problem because he couldn't receive the organ. It happens that when you are receiving an organ, your body can reject it or accept it, but of course you have to body well prepared to receive this. And well, of course, by living in an era or by living times in which there is a virus that it's called coronavirus, we are living a pandemic, so you have to have your body well prepared for this kind of situations. As you know, in getting an organ, it takes very long time. You have to set on a list and you have to wait until uh, your turn arrives to get your transplant. This guy was the first one on this list, and sadly, as he wasn't vaccinated, he couldn't receive the organ. When you are not well prepared with your body, the chances of accepting the organ are minimum. So it wasn't like a good option to transplant this organ to a person who uh, it's sad to say that surely will die because of all of these complications, and well, the hospital decided to give the organ to another person. Of course, this was devastating for his relatives because he had high expectations and hopes for this surgery to be done. And well, at the end of the day, this the vaccine thing was the one that made impossible to get the surgery or the transplant. So when I watched this video about transplant and growing some organs in pigs to later transplant them to human bodies, was amazing to me and was actually shocked to watch that. But I think I was like very happy for all of those people who desperately need a transplant, need an organ, because well, if you have the possibilities, you can go to the black market and buy for an organ. It doesn't matter where it comes from, which is of course not the best option. But desperate people do desperate things, and I think that it's understandable. So by giving all of the citizens the chance to have an organ ready just for you to wait, it can save a lot of lives, which is outstanding and which is really hard to believe, but it is possible nowadays. What I think is that us as a country, we have to work more on education and of course to put these kind of options into consideration and to put into practice all of these benefits that they provide. It's very important to do a massive investment of money in education. Unfortunately, we as country we don't have like a good level of education, so many people will claim that how is it possible that a pig has an organ that I need? What is going to happen with me later? Am I going to become a pig? No, of course not. But we have to work a lot in terms of education and communication with people in order to make them know that this practice is sure. Of course, the prices will be higher than so many different processes. However, you will have an organ ready for you if you need it to save your life. Well, I think that all of the situation has changed a lot. In the past, many people died because they didn't receive an organ or because they were in the process or education or knowledge to practice a transplant. Actually, transplants are not very old. They are um, related to the modern times, and I'm so very happy to live in an era in which I can have more opportunities in case I got a disease or I need a transplant, as this is the case. And well, I think that technologies have been incorporated into these kind of issues or medical problems by giving some chances as growing human organs in some other animals who are very related to us, or by using the technological equipment to monitoring all of these process, the animal, the human, to do the transplant easily, etc. So those are my findings related to transplants and how the process and the opportunities for lives, or the opportunities to live a better life for humans, has changed through the time. Thank you very much for your attention.